We're heading to Echuca to a Hipcamp called Rustic.
And we've just pulled into the servo on the way. We've just been, there, spotted our fire. What a blazer. Why should we come here?
Oh, well, Hipcamp here, it's nice and pleasant.
What do they get out to in the port of Echuca? Just ran over a red-bellied black snake, Murray cod, and there was one in there and it would have been 4 foot long, and he said that one's about 11 years old. It's 4 or 5 foot long. It's been there. And good morning, and we're back.
Good morning, and it's been a while.
Oh my God, it's been such a long time. And we're heading where?
We're heading to Echuca to a Hipcamp called Rustic.
And we've just pulled into the servo on the way, and we've just filled up with some water. There's a tap over there, got a bit of brekkie, got our fuel, we're ready to go. So let's get stuck in, and we're really looking forward to it. And welcome back.
And we've set up, it's just before 5 o'clock, and it's Rustic Gardens Homestead.
So here's the property, and over there we'll show you there's a pool, and there's a bit of a lake, and there's another lake. And here's our setup. So we've got our little setup, and on your mate, Henry's having a bit of a cry. Okay, so welcome back. So we've just been, there, spotted our fire. What a blazer. She's going to come up a treat. So we've just been invited by Teresa and Brian to go and head over and sit in front of their fire and have a bit of a chin wag. So we're going to head over there now. See you in a bit. So Brian, talk to me about your Hipcamp. Why should we come here?
Oh, well, Hipcamp here, it's nice and pleasant.
It is, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
Nice and green, pretty much.
The river across the road.
The river's just across the
There's
road
Teresa
from
over
here.
there.
Just nice and peaceful and tranquil, and of course the number of trees and bushes and shrubs around. Just a nice place to hang out.
Too. Hardly seen a car go by since. Enjoy the fire for a little while, and we'll catch up later. See you guys. And good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Morning.
And you find us the next morning.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a cracking night's sleep, and we've woken up, had a lovely breakfast, and we've headed into town, into the port of Echuca. And currently now we're going for a walk along the Murray. There's the Murray down there. Yeah, we thought we would start a little bit outside of the port of Echuca and have a nice walk in. It's a gorgeous day today.
Yes, a top of 24.
Yeah, beautiful day today. And we're just going to go for a walk and see what presents. We're going to head into the historical port of Echuca.
Yes.
But let's go for a walk. I can see a paddle steamer just over there through the trees.
In
have a look at this. What a frame. Kookaburras in the foreground, sitting on a stringy bark gum with paddle steamers built in 1875 and the Port of Echuca in the background. You're not getting much more quintessential Australian than that. And so moments ago, we were just over there, and there's some houseboats going through the Port of Echuca at the moment. And obviously the Murray, in terms of its tide, it's down a bit because this little houseboat here is landlocked at the moment. Now just over there behind me is the Star Hotel, and we're not doing the tour this time round, but previously we've done the tour where the Star Hotel there, underneath here there's a series of tunnels that come out over there in the underneath the Port of Echuca. And back in the late 1800s, what they would do is they would smuggle in whiskey and other types of alcohol, and they would also do illegal gambling. And they'd have watches along here, and if the signal came out that somebody, like the constabulary, the police or other agents were in the area, the signal would go down. They would quickly pack up the illegally freighted whiskey from the Murray, and they would scatter through the tunnels and disperse into the woods. Pretty clever. And that was at the Star Hotel. Oh, here's a nice little stand. Put yourself in the picture, a great souvenir of the Port of Echuca. Okay. Oh, what are they getting up to in the Port of Echuca? We're not... Oh, there we go.
The sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn. The breeze in the sky sings me a song.
So we've decided this time around we're not going to go into the boats and into all the attractions in the port, because we've done that several times before. We're just showing really from a very light perspective, because we're more wanting to do walking this time around and just enjoy what's in front of us. So just giving you a bit of a light look at the sorts of things that you can do here without actually going in.
Yes, we're a bit more slow paced.
Yeah, this holiday's a bit of a slow paced holiday, that's right.
Breathing the breeze in, trying to grow, lost in the sight.
Okay, last time we were here we did the ghost tour. They talked about this hotel, which is the Bridge Hotel. And apparently, remember what they said about the Bridge Hotel last time?
Yes.
On the tour, what did they say?
They said in the top windows,
yes,
you can see a
the lady. Who is she waving or is she distressed?
She's waving.
She's waving to say hello.
You
So
see the curtains move.
at night, they said one of these windows.
Does she wait for someone?
Yeah, she's waiting for somebody. One of these windows here, around the front or the back, of a night time, many people have reported.
I think it's the front.
The front window,
Yeah.
that they've seen her. Many people have reported that they've seen her. All right, let's go into the visitor centre.
Alone, here I'll stay till dawn. The breeze in the sky sings me a song. Here I'll stay till dawn.
Yeah, so coming in the visitor centre gets you access to the actual port part.
I remind myself of the fateful accident that occurred when the bridge across the Murray was being constructed.
What happened?
It was a terrible tragedy. Turns out they'd not properly secured one of the cylinders, and it swung out and caused the crane to overbalance. Girders gave way and there was an almighty crash of tons of iron and stone collapsed on top of the poor unfortunate souls.
My goodness!
So here we go here. If you can see that, I'll zoom in on it. It says 1870. That says 38 feet. Let's get some perspective.
I'm 5'6".
Wow, everything here is underwater in 1870. So we've just come out of the port of Echuca, and we're just going to go head down the shops and have a bit of a look at the shops, yeah? Let's have a look at the shops.
Indiana Rose, I couldn't see you on my way back home.
Alright, so here's the dilemma. We've come into this magnificent Christmas and bear shop, and we've got to buy one. We can't not, but which one?
There's beauty where you are. I wish I wouldn't have to go that far to see where you thrive. Hear your song in the sky, lost in the sight of you.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I know it's a video about going to Echuca, but we've come across this shop which is Christmas all year round, and unashamedly they love Christmas and they love quality bears, teddy bears and stuffed toys, which we do, Susan and I. And we must have spent 40 minutes in that shop just going through the joint, and we chose one. But which one did we choose? Notwithstanding, I understand that, you know, this is not a Christmas video or a teddy bear video. It's a Port of Echuca video, but hey, when you come across these shops, right? So let's have a look and see what we got. His name is Nutmeg. There he is. Have a look at him, eh? Look at those eyes. He's beautiful. Hello, Nutmeg. This is Nutmeg. So he's going to live in the caravan now. We're going to get a nice little bell for his neck with a little Echuca sign. And we're back, and we've just finished up our mid-morning, early afternoon walk in the Port of Echuca.
Yes, and it's 1 o'clock now, so
Yeah.
we've been walking for
Hey, we're here
few
for a
hours.
while, 2 hours now. And we're now going to jump back in the car and we're going to head across back to the van and see the little guy, because you might have noticed Henry's not with us, but he's back at the van having a snooze. He loves jumping on the faux fur and having a snooze.
the possum.
Yeah, another possum fur and having a snooze. And we're going to head off to the next thing. We'll see you then. Okay, and back again. We've just had a really quick stop here at this rest stop on the way back to the van. Those of you who follow the channel know that when we're off grid, and we are off grid this week at our Hipcamp, we'll fill up. There's a nice tap there with some town water. There's our carbon filter in line, and that's going along to our bladder, which is filling up just lovely. And our bladder is 105 litres, and there's some details if people want to look up that company. There's 105 litres, and there's the company there, so you can look up their details. So yeah, never miss an opportunity to fill up a little bit of water, even though we don't need it. We've got 2 95 litre tanks there. Our showers are minimal anyway, it's just us, there's no kids with us. But it's still always good to keep topping up so you can have, you know, some luxurious showers. Put the washing machine on. In fact, we had the washing machine on yesterday, no problem at all, knowing that we're going to get water each day. So yeah, it's filling up just nicely. There it goes. It's nearly at capacity now. All right, let's head back to the campsite, back to Vanessa. See you in a bit. Okay, and we're back at the campsite now. Okay, and here's the setup. From the bladder, in, pumping a box, out, through the carbon filter. And there we go. See that water there? So that's going well. So that's filling it up. So pretty straightforward really. We've filled up at the convenience store at the BP Servo truck stop. And now we're transferring from the car into there. That'll all be done in a few minutes and get on with life. There you go. Okay, so that footage you just saw us driving in, we've come to what's called a weir and a lock, which quite frankly we wouldn't have known was here unless Brian and Teresa told us, our Hipcamp hosts, and said maybe you might get lucky and the lock is working where the boats go in and get lowered down.
I caught a
So we're going to head back now, and we're going to get ready, and next time you see us, we'll be at the pub at Shamrock, called Shamrock?
Yes, Shamrock Hotel.
At the Shamrock Hotel. We'll see you then. We're heading back now. Cheers.
Bye.
All right, so we're just driving along, heading back from the Weir to the caravan park, and we've just stopped in front of us, and we've just spotted, we think the car in front just ran over a red belly black snake. So for those of you who are watching outside of Australia, that's a red belly black snake, and sadly deceased, and not so long ago. So our little mate has a bit of roadkill now, so some kookaburra or something is going to come down and grab it. So you've got us back now, and we're at the Shamrock Hotel in the main drag in Echuca. And it's very loud here. We think it's like Mad Monday, like the end of the footy season, because people are all dressed up around us. And Susan's just gone to order the parmas. They've got 101 parmas, and Susan's got the only vegetarian parma on the menu. And I got the Canadian parma. Let's see how we go.
It's the only vegetarian item on the menu. There's 101 parmas.
No, 100 parmas and one veggie parma.
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially.
There you go. And she's a cracker. And Henry, he's desperate for it. Anyway, we're going to enjoy it, and we'll check in later. And good morning.
Morning.
It's Tuesday morning,
Yes, Tuesday.
and we're heading for a walk. There's Vanessa just over there. That's where our Hipcamp is. And just up the road here, on the other side, just over there, is one of the walking path entrances to the Murray River. So we're going to go and have a bit of a look. So let's go and do it.
I wish I wouldn't have to go that far to see where you thrive. Hear your song in the sky, lost in the sight of you alone. Here I'll stay till dawn. The breeze in the sky sings me a song. Here I'll stay till dawn, lost in the sight of you alone.
Okay, so we've just come out about 5 minutes south of Echuca, and there's like a Rotary free or
Yeah.
donation
called the
overnight stay.
Echuca Moama Rotary Club. Yeah, caravan
Yeah.
overnight stay.
And we just went into Hipcamp, and it says there's a dump point, and we just used a dump point because there's no dump point at the Hipcamp where we are. But then we've come across this place. We didn't know it existed. Didn't even look it up really. It's just a donation, preferably $5 they're asking for, but I guess any donation's fine. They've got fresh water out in the back there. You just put your money in the little tin over here. Where did you put the money, dear? Okay, so just pop the donation in there.
If you want to register, there's envelopes here
Okay.
with you register, put your money in the envelope, and then slot it.
Oh, very
it says
cool.
it's an overnight stay is $10. Includes dump point and water.
There's some QR
and
codes for those who want to jump onto that and understand how that works.
You can put water for $5 in too.
Oh, they've got water as well. Wow. So along the oval here and along the Murray, that's the Murray River just over there. We've got all these campers, a donation $5 a night. We've got some generators happening out here, so it looks like there's no power. And it goes all the way around kind of the oval here.
I wish I wouldn't have to go that far to see where.
And good morning, and it's Thursday morning, and we're all packed up and we're heading home. And here's a view of the Hipcamp. And Brian and Teresa have been just beautiful hosts, actually. What we've learnt with Hipcamps is you can have as much involvement with the host as you wish, or as little involvement with the host as you wish. And we expressed early days to Teresa and Brian, hey, we like to sit by the fire. So we've sat by the fire and had a bit of a chin wag the other night, and then we fed the carp, the cod, the Murray cod. And there was one in there and it would have been 4 foot long, and he said that one's about 11 years old. It's 4 or 5 foot long. It's been there. And he doesn't mind if you catch and release in the pond. If you think about coming here, you can catch them. The kids can take a photo of a 4 foot Murray cod and then throw it back in. And I'm not kidding you, it was easily 4 foot. And we just had a really fun time here. And the stories, and obviously your host, I think Brian said he's been on this property about 40 years, 35, 40 years, and he knows all the little areas, and he explained where the weir was, and we went there to the lock and the weir, and that was really, really good. So an example of the investment with your host, here's a perfect example. We were speaking the other night with Teresa, and it turns out she was a postie for 20 years, just recently retired, as I understand it. And I was a postie very briefly in my career. And so, you know, there was a bit of synergy there. And she said, you know a lot about motorbikes? And I said, yes, Siouxsan and I, we ride a Benelli, an Italian bike. And she goes, I've got a Harley and I'm really struggling to take the battery out. I'm not as mechanically minded as perhaps I should be. Are you able to help me take the battery out? And I was helping her with the mechanics of the bike, which was just fantastic. Working on a Harley, are you kidding me? Yeah, it was really good. It was very cool, actually. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, see you, bye.
Hear your song in the sky, lost in the sight of you.
Okay, so we've just pulled over at Hitched
Yes, Heathcote.
on the way through from Echuca back to home. And it's a nice little town, Heathcote. You're in and out of it in a few minutes, really.
Town of Tulip.
But thanks for coming along. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of our Hipcamp away at Echuca.
Yes.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
See you for now.
Here I'll stay.